The price of this watch made me do a double take. But before we get into it, my fellow Seikopaths, I'm sure you guys are aware of the legendary Ikkyo Tokanuga. But if it doesn't ring a bell, let me fill you in. He's the creator of the iconic Grandfather Tuna, the dive watch that really put Seiko on the map. But did you know he also created the Landmaster? And 30 years ago, he called his creation a watch worth entrusting your life to. And that's exactly what adventurers did. For example, Ken Noguchi, who set the world record for climbing the highest peaks on 7 continents at the age of 25, he wore a Landmaster. Mitsura Oba was the first person in human history to cross the Arctic Circle on foot. He wore a Landmaster. And Seiko created their own website dedicated to more Landmaster milestones, and I'm going to link it down below in the description if you are interested. Now enough history, let's get into it. Introducing the all-new Landmaster 30th Anniversary Limited Edition, reference SLA071. And right off the bat, the luxurious yet rugged aesthetic. Crafted entirely from titanium, this timepiece has that robust elegance, and it's enhanced with Seiko's super hard coating, which ensures maximum protection from scratches. Now, I gotta say, Seiko amazes me every time I see this. What they can do with titanium is incredible. They can manipulate and work with titanium like it's easy. And the proof, I mean, just look at that case. The brushing is immaculate, and the way it contrasts with the high-polished Zaratsu bevels, it's so well done, it may trick you into thinking it's stainless steel. The case lugs have a gentle curve downwards and hug the wrist, and the crown guards are well proportioned to protect that coarse knurling screw-down crown. And although this watch is the master of the land, it's no slouch when it comes to water. You can feel confident in any environment here. This thing has 200 meters of water resistance. So a big part of what gives this watch that rugged look is that bezel. We have a Grandfather Tuna style grip, and it's bidirectional, silky smooth with a compass insert. The insert is, I believe, stainless steel, but it could be titanium. I could not get a definite answer. Either way, it looks awesome with its 3-dimensional look as it tapers up, then back down on the inner ring. And let me just say, the smoothness is on another level. Now, what's the dimensions? Well, I got 42 millimeters in diameter, a secret measurement of 29 millimeters. And we got a thickness of 12.9 and no drilled lugs and a lug-to-lug of 49.7. Man, I love this thing. If it was 40 mil, I would definitely buy it because I tend to lean towards smaller watches, and this one does wear smaller than its size indicates because of that extra thick bezel insert and the smaller secret measurement. But you guys be the judge on the faraway shots on my 6.7-inch wrist. Now the bracelet is titanium, 20 millimeters tapering down to 18. It is completely brushed and solid, and I'm going to knock the male end links. Those should have been female, but there is an interesting clasp here. This watch has the Marine Master clasp, but in this application, the extension is used to fit over heavy Arctic clothing, like a really thick jacket. So I don't think we can call it a dive extension here, maybe jacket extension? So the Landmaster has many characteristics of Seiko divers. But what about the loom? Do we have diver level watch loom? I'm going to say yes. It's pretty good. It's not Marine Master 300 level. It looks like it's printed on top, like the 63 mass, but the printing is thicker here. So a little bit better than the ISO rated 200 meter mid-ranged Seiko divers. Now the star of the show, that incredible dial. I found myself staring at it on multiple occasions while filming in between takes, and that's not common. It's a beauty, and maybe a contender for Seiko's Blue Dial Hall of Fame. The textured gradient mirrors the breathtaking view from the summit of Mount Everest. And at that lofty height, the air is pretty thin, and the sky takes on a deep, mysterious hue. Even in broad daylight, it looks dark. Now, something Seiko does with their dive watches is print the logo and press the hour markers, a measure specifically designed to prevent any risk of detachment during a critical dive. But on land, that is not an issue. And we've seen this before on the Seiko Tortoise. The land tortoise has an applied Seiko logo and applied markers. So although I couldn't confirm it, I believe this also has applied markers. The markers are paired with large, high-polished sword-style hands that gives the Landmaster excellent legibility. The color combinations here are perfect. The silver printing for the Pro Specs X and automatic goes really well with the blue, and even the way they did the gold second hand. It matches perfectly with the gold applied Seiko logo and is just the right finishing touch to make this watch special. Let's shift our focus to the crystal. Its transparency is remarkable. This effect is achieved through Seiko's advanced super clear coating on the underside of that sapphire crystal. This level of clarity is a hallmark of the high-end Seiko timepieces, and it contributes to their premium aesthetic and luxury feel. So what's powering this thing? Well, unlike the original, which had a kinetic movement, this one is an automatic. There was an 8L Landmaster back in 2002 and 2003, and then in 2004 it went back to its kinetic roots, and after that, spring drive. I for one am happy they went back to the 8L. It's a generational movement. Handcrafted in the Grand Seiko Studio, this is a movement you can pass down to your kids, and they can pass down. It's extremely high quality with milled components, MEMS technology, and Seiko even admits to making some parts thicker than they have to be for durability and longevity. It's also coated with rhodium, and the 8Ls have incredible accuracy and positional variance. But the best thing about this watch is the price. When I saw the price, I did a double take. It only costs $2,600 USD. I believe this is the cheapest 8L on the market. The Marine Master, $3,100 USD, and the Umira, that new case design, $2,900 USD. So I'm guessing that ISO certification costs a lot, because this one doesn't need it. It's available at Kavar Jewelers, and you can email me down below to discuss the price. But if you're not convinced and you want to see more amazing Seiko watches, click into one of the 2 videos on the right of your screen right now and I'll see you there.